welcome to the CrafteeManatee. Today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this no-sew Stegosaurus. This no-sew Stegosaurus is part of my no-sew Dino series, where during the month of May, I'm going to be showing you how to crochet 4 different no-sew dinos. Before we get started, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more crochet patterns and tutorials, and share this video with a friend who you think might like learning how to crochet this no-sew Stegosaurus. Here are the materials that you're going to need to crochet the no-sew Stegosaurus. First, you're going to need about 10 grams of worsted weight yarn in whatever color you want the body to be. We're also going to need about 4 grams of worsted weight yarn in whatever color you want the accents to be. Today we're going to be using a 4mm crochet hook or the letter G. We're also going to need stuffing, scissors and a tapestry needle, and optionally, we will need a pair of safety eyes. To get started crocheting our Stegosaurus, we are going to start in our main yarn color and make a magic ring and make 6 single crochet stitches into that ring. Now we can pull that yarn tail tight and make a slip stitch in the first stitch to close up that ring. Now for the next 2 rounds, we are going to single crochet in every stitch around. So that's going to be single crocheting 6 for 2 rounds. And I will meet you back here after we have finished the next 2 rounds. For the next round, we are going to increase in every stitch around. So we are going to go from having 6 stitches up to now having 12 stitches. So we are going to increase. And repeat that 5 more times, and I will meet you back here when that is finished. For the next 2 rounds, we are going to single crochet in every stitch around. So we are going to single crochet 12 for 2 rounds. So go ahead and work those 2 rounds, and I will meet you back here for our next round of increases. For the next round, we are going to single crochet 1 and then increase. And we're going to repeat that 5 more times for a total of 18 stitches. So we're going to single crochet 1 and then increase. And repeat that 5 more times, and I will meet you back here. Now for the next 5 rounds, we are going to single crochet in every stitch around. So that is single crocheting 18 stitches for 5 rounds. So I will meet you back here after you have worked 5 rounds of just single crocheting in every stitch. Now we are going to insert the safety eyes, and we're going to insert those eyes between rounds 4 and 5. So we are going to count up from the beginning. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to insert a safety eye between rounds 4 and 5. And now I'm going to take the other safety eye and count over, leaving 5 stitches between the eyes. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and in the next one we will insert the next safety eye. Now go ahead and add on the safety eye backings. You'll have to flip this around and insert these on the back, and I will meet you back here to continue crocheting the body. Before we continue crocheting, we are going to start stuffing the body. So I'm going to insert just a little bit at first to try to get in the head right there because it is a lot smaller than the rest of the body. And then we can take more and add it to the body. And from this point on, you are going to just continue stuffing until we get to the very end. So you might need to crochet a couple rounds, add some stuffing, and just continuously add it until we reach the end of our Stegosaurus. Now we are going to work a decrease round. So we are going to single crochet 1 and then decrease, and we'll repeat that 5 more times for a total of 12 stitches. So go ahead and single crochet 1 and then decrease, and repeat that 5 more times, and I will meet you back here at the end of this round. Now for the next 2 rounds, we are going to single crochet in every stitch around. So we're going to single crochet 12 for 2 rounds, and I will meet you back here after we have those 2 rounds completed. Now we are going to work another decrease round. So we are going to decrease 6 times for a total of 6 stitches. So we are going to just decrease, and now repeat that 5 more times, and I will meet you back here for our final couple of rounds. For the next 2 rounds, we are going to single crochet in every stitch around. So that will be single crocheting 6 for 2 rounds. So go ahead and complete those 2 rounds, and I will meet you back here to fasten off the yarn. Now we can fasten off the yarn, and I'm going to cut off this yarn strand. Going to pull through, and then to close up that opening, just going to thread that yarn through my needle, and I'm going to just loop around each of these stitches just to get this closed up a little bit better. Now I'm going to pull that tight and insert my needle back into the base of the Stegosaurus and pull it out in any other location. Pull it through and cut off the extra yarn. And that is how we are going to tuck in all of the ends throughout this project, is just inserting our needle, pulling it out, and cutting off the extra yarn. So make sure you are doing that along the way to keep the project nice and tidy. Now we are going to be adding the spikes onto the top of our Stegosaurus, and we are going to be crocheting those directly into the body of the Stegosaurus, just like we are with all of the other pieces that we will work, because this is a no-sew project, so we are just crocheting everything directly into the Stegosaurus. So I am grabbing my secondary yarn color, it's this darker blue here, and we are going to begin making those spikes. To make the spikes, we are going to hold the Stegosaurus face to the right, and we are going to start between rounds 5 and 6. So you'll count up from the beginning, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you want to go between rounds 5 and 6. And I'm going to insert my hook right there and then show you that we want to have it offset in one direction. So in this case, we are going to have it closest to the eye right there, that left eye, as it's looking at us. And that is because we are going to work 2 rounds of these spikes. So one will go down here and one will go right next to it. So the row that we are working on is going to be closest to us, so just slightly off-centered towards us. And I'm going to attach our new yarn color and make a chain Just to attach it, that does not count as a stitch. It's just to secure our yarn on. We are going to be working 3 different size spikes along this row, so I'm going to walk you through spike by spike exactly what we are doing for this first row. And then for the second row, you can rewind the video if you would like to re-watch how we are doing it. So I'm going to walk you step by step through these spikes, and I'll pop up the instructions on the screen as well. Our first spike is going to be a small one, so we are going to single crochet 1 in that same stitch that we attached our yarn to. And now we are going to work a picot, which I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, and slip stitch back into the first chain of that to make this little bump. And now work a single crochet back down into the same stitch. So all of that was worked in one stitch, and now we are going to slip stitch in the next one. The next spike is also going to be a small spike, so we are going to single crochet, chain 3 and slip stitch, and work another single crochet stitch down into that same stitch. So all of that is worked in one stitch. And now slip stitch into the next stitch. And now we are going to work a medium-sized spike. So we are going to half double crochet. So yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 3 to make a half double crochet. And now work a picot, and work a half double crochet stitch back into that same stitch as the first half double crochet stitch. And now slip stitch into the next stitch. Now we are going to work a large spike, so we are going to double crochet. So yarn over, insert our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the next 2. Now we are going to chain 3 and slip stitch to the first one, and yarn over for working another double crochet down into that same stitch. And now we will slip stitch into the next stitch. And now we will work another large spike. So we are going to double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch into that first one, and work another double crochet into that same stitch. And now slip stitch into the next stitch. Now we will work a medium spike again. So we are going to work a half double crochet, a picot, and another half double crochet into that same stitch. And now slip stitch into the next one. And finally, we will work a small spike. So we are going to go back to single crochet, chain 3, slip stitch into that first one, and work another single crochet in that same stitch. And now work a slip stitch to finish it off. Now we can fasten off our yarn. And that is one row of the spikes all completed. So it was a little bit tedious working each one individually. So feel free to pause the video and work that second row. And we are going to just be inserting our hook off center just like we did the first time, right about there, and work the next row right next to the first row. And I will meet you back here once that is finished. Now I have switched back to our main yarn color to start working on the tail. So with the dino facing us, we're going to insert the yarn into a stitch of round 17, slightly to the right of the center. So we are really just going to be working all the way back here in this last couple of rounds. So right about where the end of these spikes is, we're going to insert our hook right like that and attach our yarn by making a chain. And now we are going to single crochet in that same stitch. And now in the next stitch, working over to our left here, we are going to work a half double crochet stitch. And now chain 3. And slip stitch into the first chain. And now work a half double crochet stitch into that same stitch that we worked the first one in. And then single crochet in the following stitch. And now we can fasten off our yarn. And now go ahead and tuck in these yarn tails for the dino tail, and I will meet you back here to work on the feet. And now, still working with our main yarn color, we are going to make the feet. And the feet are just puff stitches worked into the bottom of our Stegosaurus here. So we are going to just pick 4 spots evenly spaced along the bottom of the body. They don't have to be in any specific place, so I'm just going to put 2 up front and 2 in the back. So I'm going to insert my hook right about here and attach the yarn. And I'm going to chain 1 just to attach it, and then I'm going to work a puff stitch. And for our puff stitch, we are going to yarn over, insert our hook down into that same stitch we attached to, and pull up a loop. And we're going to do that 2 more times. So we're going to yarn over, insert our hook, pull up a loop, do that 1 more time. And now you will have 7 loops on your hook, and we'll yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. And now we can just fasten off the yarn. So we're going to fasten off and cut the yarn tail off. And that is one of our feet. I'm going to work 3 more and then tuck in all of the yarn tails, and I will meet you back here when I'm done with that. And here is our finished no-sew Stegosaurus. I hope you enjoyed today's video learning how to crochet your own no-sew Stegosaurus. If you did, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel, and you can find all of my other patterns on Ravelry, Rippler, and Etsy. Thanks for watching. Bye.